Alright, here I've got a bunch of air rifles, and I am going to be using them right now against the paddle. Right here, this is a paddle. It's paddles like these that are used in schools throughout the country where they spank or paddle the students. They're sometimes used up through high school. Corporal punishment is what it's called, or paddling. And so I'm going to be shooting at the paddle with these various air rifles. Now first, I'm going to start with the classic Daisy Red Ryder. This is what was featured in the Christmas story. It was what Ralphie wanted so badly for Christmas, but his mom and everybody was saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." We all know the movie. But yeah, this is a 70 years anniversary. So it's got this really great design on it. And this is a classic. And I won't be shooting my eyes out. I've got these safety glasses on. That's one of the basic rules when handling air rifles. Always wear safety goggles. That way you won't shoot your eyes out. It was a good thing that Ralphie was wearing glasses when he did shoot at the target. Otherwise he might have very well shot his eye out. So I'm going to be shooting this at the paddle. And looks like I made a little mark. I'll take another shot at it with the Red Ryder. And made a few marks. And next, what we got is this is the Crosman. This is made by the company's called Crosman. This is called the Crosman Marlin lever action cowboy rifle, air rifle. And I got this just a few days ago in Texas, of all places. I was down in Texas campaigning against corporal punishment. And for the most part, I hate the state of Texas, but I had to get myself a souvenir while I was down there, so I got myself one of these, a Marlin. I haven't seen it for sale anywhere else, but I did manage to find this at one of the stores in Texas. So as messed up and as disgusting as the state of Texas is, there are some good things about it. They've got some great toys there. They've got some great adult toy stores that sell things like these, or not so much adult toy stores, but I like to say when you're ready for it toy stores, as I explained in this other video, which is where I explain discrimination. It's called All About Discrimination. I explain that people should not use things when they're, or do things when they're old enough, but when they're ready for it. So, Texas has some really great when you're ready for it toy stores. Not the least being Cabela's. You find Cabela's in a whole bunch of states, and I didn't get this at Cabela's. They've got some other air rifles at Cabela's, but they didn't have the Marlin, surprisingly enough. I got this at some other store in Texas. I had to get myself a souvenir while I was down there, after all. And like I said, if it weren't for the way the state was run, it would be a decent place. You know, as you can see, there are some good things about the state of Texas. It's just the way the state's run, that's all. So I'll be using this to shoot at the paddle. There we go. Cock it. Take a few shots at it. This is a bit more powerful than the Red Ryder. It's got higher muzzle velocity. I'll zoom in, see some of the markings, some of the holes. And take a few more shots at it. and made some pretty decent sized holes in there. That's the Marlin for you. Now we are moving on to the pellet rifle. Now pellet rifles, they are more powerful than your BB rifles. This is a Beeman 500 series, and got a scope on it so you could really aim in. This is the Beeman for you. And these you load, you break them open as such, and they can only shoot one shot at a time, so you have to reload after each shot. It's not a repeater. So you load the pellet in, then you close it up. Now I'm going to take shots at the paddle. Take another shot. Now I'm going to move on to the really powerful air rifle I got. This baby. This big one. This is the Diana Model 54. And supposedly this has got the pellets, they travel at the same speed as a slug from a .22 rifle. It's really powerful. Let's see what you can do to the paddle with this big one. This is going to be fun. This one you side cock. You open it up by side cocking it. Just position this right. Okay, I just loaded in a pellet, ready to fire. Do another one. Well, I put some good sized holes in this paddle, especially with that big air rifle, that Diana. Shoot at this enough, the paddle will eventually break to pieces. So these paddles, they do make good targets. They're good for target practice. That's one good use for these paddles, and with enough shots you blast the paddle to pieces. So that's how the paddle should be used. They should be used as targets and such. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Bye for now.